Hola YouTube, seguimos en Kingdom con Deliverance y seguimos con la misión anterior. Tenemos que hablar con el pavo este y a ver qué nos dice.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those scoundrels learn we're onto them, they'll flee.
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so far?
Nothing much.
Well, hurry up, Henry. There's no time to waste.
You look different, Master.
So as to fit...
Right.
So what have you found?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
Not yet.
Maybe it would be worth the time.
I'll go and see.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapata.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard, Master Engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
Bueno, pues ahora tenemos que ir al taller de grabado que está en el mismo pueblo, pero al otro lado del río. Así que, como siempre, voy a cortar para que no tengáis que chuparos todo eso. Y a cortar los ya de por sí largos vídeos. Así que hasta ahora. Vale, este es el taller de grabado donde tenemos que ir a preguntarle al maestro sobre el aprendiz que tenemos sospechas de que es el que ha robado los materiales. Ah, mira, está aquí, perfecto.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
How goes the work, Ma?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving, of course.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone. Which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague. Or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high. Or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest. As though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
We've been friends since childhood. I wanted to see him.
Making friends has been a skill of his from his earliest days. Unlike making anything related to his trade. About your question, you'll find him at home. No doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you. Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bath-maid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Thank you. I'll leave you to your work.
Vale, perfecto. Pues ahora que sabemos dónde vive Florian, vamos a hacerle una visitilla. Y como hago siempre, ya no sé ni para qué os lo digo, voy a cortar y cuando esté delante de la casa de Florian nos vemos. Hasta ahora. Vale, pues la casa de Florian está por aquí. Está aquí. Debe ser este agujero de aquí. A ver. Aquí. Mira, perfecto, este es Florian. Hola, Florian. Te pillé.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then? All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rapiter mean anything to you?
I don't know. Maybe?
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dies for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
You just incriminated yourself.
One man's word against another. Like I said, I'll deny everything.
And do you really think that's going to help you? Your word means nothing. You've got the tools, the knowledge and the workshop. The only thing missing is a motive, but I'm guessing it's money.
I don't give a fuck about money.
So what then?
Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
I'm sorry about that.
Me too. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
What, so I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those strapping great villains?
Look, Florian, I'm sorry for what you're going through, honestly. But I'm not the only one who's after these people. As soon as they get wind of something, they'll be out of here and Esther will be gone with them.
If Rapiter finds I've told you anything, they'll kill her.
Not if I catch Rapiter first. He's here in town, isn't he?
Yes, he is. They found me in the tavern one evening, caught me when I went to the shit pile, and they started to badger me about working for them.
They?
Yes, Rapiter. And a knight they called Sir Jezek.
And then what?
They explained what they wanted from me, and I told them to sod off.
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. And I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then they took Esther.
Where will I find Rapiter?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the green, buying supplies.
All right. At least I know where to start. And you go to work tomorrow, you hear?
Why?
Because we have to lure him out. And besides, your master will surely be glad to see you.
I have my doubts.
How did you hand over the punch die to them?
Rapita waited for me behind the church. I didn't want to give it to them without seeing Esther first.
And did they let you?
Yes, although I don't really know why. They took me to a derelict farm in the Skalitz Hills. My poor Esther, they'd scared her half to death.
So at least you know she's alive.
Who knows? It was a while ago. And they never let her go, even after I did what they wanted. They said they'd be needing more.
More punch dies?
They wear out over time. And they have to be replaced regularly.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
At first I took it for a bad joke. And then, when they snatched Esther, there was nothing to be done.
I suppose I better go. I'd hate the bastard to get away.
Go. I hope you get revenge.
Vale, pues ahora lo que vamos a hacer va a ser esperar al pavo, que seguro que pasa por la calle principal. Así que voy a esperar aquí el tiempo que sea necesario hasta que lo veamos pasar por esta calle y entonces le daremos caza. Vale, pues el tío este es este. Rapota.
Are you Rapita by any chance?
Pardon me? Do we know each other?
No, but I'm hoping to change that.
Well, I don't have much time right now. I'd best be off.
It'll only take a moment.
All right then. What do you want?
I know that you spy on Florian. I know you were involved in the kidnapping of the bathmaid, and I know why you're doing it all.
It seems there's no point making excuses.
None. Now tell me where their workshop is.
Of course. That will be the best solution.
So?
Let's leave it for another time.
Ay, que huye el cabrón. No. Ay, que se va a subir al caballo. Tú, puto. Hala, jódete. ¿Y ahora qué? Ah, vale. Te pillamos, güey.
So,
Que se iba a huir el
you ready to
perro.
talk?
I will. Just don't hurt me, please. What do you want from me?
Tell me where the workshop is. Don't worry. Your master won't be punishing you for betraying him. You're both gonna have too many other problems.
It's in the Skalitz mines.
That doesn't narrow it down very much.
On the eastern side of Skalitz Hill, there's an abandoned mine gallery. Well, it used to be abandoned. Now there's a small camp in front of it, and the workshop is inside.
Who is your lord?
Sir Yezhek of Ronov. That's what he calls himself, although Ronov Castle's long gone.
What happened to it?
Ronov used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg. After his death it fell to Margrave Jobst, and he had it pulled down. He knew full well that Vincent's vassals would resist him.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king can confer his estate on whoever he pleases.
But Vincent had descendants. Ronov only fell to the Margrave because he declared them all illegitimate. All because Vincent had refused to fight for him against Sir Prokop. Sir Yezhek led a revolt of the vassals, but Jobst rounded them all up. Only Sir Yezhek got away. Since then, he's become the scourge of the domain.
Who are you, anyway?
They call me Rapota. I used to be the executioner's henchman in Brno.
And how did you come to be serving Sir Yezhek?
I helped him escape from prison. If I was going to serve anyone, better Sir Yezhek than the executioner.
So you saw being a brigand's henchman as a step up in the world?
I thought if things changed and he stopped marauding, he might get Ronov back and take me into his service.
Well, after this little escapade, you can forget about that. You'll be lucky if you don't end up swinging on the gallows.
It's all the same anyway now. I've betrayed him.
So who's Sir Yezhek working for? Don't tell me he just took it into his head one day to start forging coins.
That's not for me to know. Sir Yezhek was on speaking terms with various lordships.
Such as?
We were often guests at the monastery, but I slept in the hayloft, so I heard nothing.
And apart from that?
In the camp, you'd occasionally see a Hungarian nobleman, but I don't know what he was doing there, or who he is.
I think I've heard enough.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
I don't want to hang. It's a horrible death. I prefer you just kill me here and now.
An honourable death? No chance. It's the dungeons for you, and the sort of punishment a counterfeiter deserves. Don't worry. In time, you'll be glad of the gallows.
Vale, pues ya podemos ir a las minas de Scalice a buscar a los malhechores. Y bueno, pues vamos a por ellos. Y ahora, como siempre, voy a cortar para no tener que chuparnos todo el camino hacia allá. Hasta ahora. Pero antes de ir a las minas de Scalice hay una opcional que es pedirle a ULRICH que nos ayude para que sea un poco más sencillo. ¿El de pago este no está aquí? No. Para que sea un poco más sencillo. Bueno, el tío es una bestia, así que estaríamos encantados de que nos echara una mano, ¿no? Así que vamos a hablar con él. El tío no está aquí, no. Aquí está el maestro de los frescos. Pues estará en la habitación de arriba durmiendo, ¿no? La siesta. Porque es muy temprano. Ah, no. Aquí no está. Ah, pues es este. Hola, Ulrich, amigo.
I finally found out where the Forger's workshop is. Master Fayfar was right. The Forgers are sticking close to the supply source. Their workshop is somewhere in the mines. The entrance is on the eastern side of the hill. I've no idea what to expect there, but I'd rather go there with some backup.
I will be glad to give it. Lead on.
Bueno, pues automáticamente el juego nos ha traído aquí en las minas de Scalice. Y ahí está nuestro amigo Ulrich, la bestia parda. Así que tenemos que ir al campamento que está un poco más adelante y vamos a prepararnos para darlo todo. Me voy a poner el escudo, que normalmente lo guardo en el caballo porque pesa un montón. Pero bueno, vamos para allá. A ver, esto es por aquí. Sigamos el caminito. No sé qué nos vamos a encontrar, la verdad. Espero que no haya mucha resistencia, aunque con el Tito Ulrich ya puede venir Hércules, que vamos a destrozarlo. Bueno, pues esto es por aquí. Busca... Vale. Vamos a encontrar el campamento. Ahí hay unas peñas con unos sacos, ¿no? Ulrich, ¿dónde vas? Ulrich. Pero Ulrich se va a lo loco, el tío. ¡Cojones! Se ha metido él solo en la mina y me ha dejado a mí con... Había 3 pavos, ¿no? ¿Qué cojones? Se han metido todos. Aquí hay un pavo. Mierda. Sí, mal comportamiento. Encima el mío, si ha venido el pavo con la lanza. Yo no he hecho nada. ¡Muérete, puto! Anda, jódete. Venga, vamos. Ahí está Ulrich. Ahí, aquí hay un señor. Hola. Señor, ¿puede aparcarse? Señor. Venga, señor, muérase. ¿Pero este? ¿Este es Ulrich? Ah, no, no es Ulrich. ¿Quién eres tú? ¿Por qué le brillaban los ojos en la oscuridad a este señor? A este viejo. ¿Por qué todos los viejos son así, todo bestias, todo pros? ¡Es hora de jubilarse, anciano! Ay, mierda. Ahora. Pumba, ay. Toma, ay. Toma, ay. Mierda. Joder, cabrón. Pum. Ah, que le acabo de reventar un ojo, pero retírate ya, anda, retírate que te mato. Retírate, viejo. Tu jubilación está próxima. Tienes que ver crecer a tus nietos. Mierda, cabrón. No me está quitando prácticamente vida, como podéis ver. ¿Por qué te has ido corriendo hacia allá? ¿Estabas intentando desviar la atención? Ay, cabrón, me ha pegado una patada, tío. Eso es ilegal, ¿no? Toma, toma. Perro. Ahí tengo que recuperar resistencia. Mierda. Se aprovecha de mi poca resistencia el tío cabrón. Oye, muérete ya, tío. Venga, en serio. No queremos problemas. Bueno, sí queremos problemas. Pero ya está bien. Intento darle estocadas en la cabeza, por lo que ya os he contado antes, en otro vídeo. Tengo la habilidad esa para matarlos de un golpe si les doy bien en la cabeza. Y por eso normalmente hago estocadas muy rápidas. Así. Pero normalmente con eso suele ser suficiente para que el cabrón muera. Pero el tío este no muere. Puto viejo repugnante. Toma, hostia, perro. Ahora sí. ¿Ah, no? ¿No? Joder, tío, pero este tío que tiene más vidas. El tío este cabrón tiene más vidas que la hostia. Parece el ULRICH, tío. ¿Por qué todos los viejos son tan pros? ¿Por qué todos los viejos son tan pros excepto yo? Me acaba de pegar una hostia guapa el tío. Corre, joder. Venga. Ah, hostia, te he pegado. Te voy a dejar los ojos morados, primo. Pumba. ¿Y ahora? Ah, mira, se ha rendido, se ha rendido. Ahora te rindes, perro. Ahora te rindes, Ahora te rindes, cerdo. Cerdo. Ay, sale con... No corras. Bueno. Pues mira. Vale, pues... Pues sí. Estaba mirando el dinerito, que es lo interesante. Lo demás, pues oye, como llevo tantísimo peso encima, pues tampoco puedo llevar todo esto. Me gustaría llevarlo para venderlo, pero no va a ser posible, Así que vamos a avanzar por aquí, como unos señores. Mira, dinerito. Y nada más interesante. No es que sea un saqueador de cuerpos ni nada de eso, pero oye, hay que aprovechar, ¿no? Que para eso están ahí. Ellos no lo van a usar más, ese dinero. Ese dinero ya para ellos no tiene sentido. ¿Verdad? Aquí hay otro. Joder, el ULRICH este se ha pasado 3 pueblos, con los colegas. El tío como una bestia. ¡Ah! ¡Destrucción! Mira, estos bandidos que se van atemorizados ante la ira de ULRICH. Joder, tío. Vale, pues a ver si llegamos al final de todo esto. A ver dónde está ULRICH y dónde está el tío este que nos está robando la plata. Sí que es largo esto, Podrían hacerlo un poquito más corto, no es necesario que lo hagan tan largo. Tanto caminito para... A ver. Ah, mira, ahí está ULRICH.
Jesus Christ. Who are you and what are you doing here?
I'm here at the command of the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kabila.
And who's he?
That's no concern of yours.
I'm sure we could come to some sort of agreement. I have plenty of coin.
We can come to an agreement that you'll keep your mouth shut. Please, don't take this personally.
Wait!
What? Do you want to do it? Be my guest. It gives me no pleasure.
You can't kill him. I have orders to take him to Ratai.
That is unfortunate. I have orders to kill everyone involved in this business.
You can't do that.
I have no choice, as you are aware.
Why do you want to kill him? He may have valuable information.
For that exact reason. My master does not wish this man to fall into the wrong hands, especially those of Radzig Kabila.
You can tell your lord the man is dead. He'll never find out.
But he will. Or do you think you can lock this man away from sight until Judgment Day?
Why not?
Do not be naive, boy. Look around you. This land swarms with rats and snakes, especially now. There is no secret that is not for sale. If I let you have him, my own head will be on a spike before the month is out.
You don't have to go back to the Rosenbergs.
How do you know about the Rosenbergs?
Master Fayfire recognized the writing on your letter of passage.
Just as I said, there's nothing safe from prying eyes in this land. And where would you suggest I go?
Into Sir Radzig's service. He needs people like you.
I serve Kubila. Out of the question. If he learned of all that I did for the Rosenbergs, he would hang me from the nearest tree. But you are right, I do not have to return to the Rosenbergs. In fact, I cannot.
Why not?
I am a knight without a crest, without allegiance. No one was meant to know whom I serve. If the Rosenbergs hear that I have been found out, they will see to it I vanish. They cannot afford to be associated with me.
Where will you go then?
Where the road takes me, as I have many times before. Farewell, Henry.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Please, please, I'm sure we can come to some sort of agreement.
You can talk all you like, but not here and not to me. Let's go. Let's go. Master Fayfire is very keen to meet you.
Good work, Henry.
Thank you, Master Fayfire. It wasn't easy, I can tell you.
I'll take some men and have a good look around there.
And what should I do?
You should get some rest and go to Rattay. In the meantime, Sir Radzig will have this wretch questioned. Maybe he'll get something useful out of him.
All right. I'll see you in Rattay then.
Bueno, pues hemos aparecido en Ratalle y vamos a hablar con Kubila. A ver si está por aquí. No es este, ¿no? Ah, mira, si está aquí, perfecto. Amigo Kubila. A ver, no puedo hablar con él porque está abriendo una puerta. Y no se puede molestar al señor cuando abre puertas. Vale.
There's the man. Good work, Henry.
Thank you, sir.
I tell you to take a well-earned rest, but unfortunately I need one more thing from you.
Whatever you command.
Jezek refuses to talk to us. The stubborn bastard's asking to see you.
Me?
Indeed. Normally I'd send for Captain Bernard to beat it out of him, but then I told myself that if he's so keen to speak to you...
I'll try to get something out of him. Where is he?
He's locked up in the tower. Bernard will give you the key.
Very well, sir. May I be of service, my lord?
Yes, Henry. Chief Engineer Fayfire has been asking for someone reliable to assist him.
The chief engineer? Is it about Skalitz?
In a manner of speaking. Master Fayfire has, well, evil forebodings. I think he may want to send you to the Skalitz mines.
Can they really be restored?
Everything can be rebuilt with enough will and resources. Well, everything except a man. You'll get the details from Chief Engineer Fayfire. For the time being, consider yourself his handyman.
Certainly. Where do I find him? Is he here in the castle?
Where? Now that's a good question. He went to Sasau to deal with something there. Most likely at the inn.
Well, thank you. I'll go and see him straight away.
Good luck, Hal.
Vale, pues ahora tenemos que interrogar al tío que hemos atrapado. Así que voy a cortar y ahora nos vemos. Vale, pues ahora estamos aquí en el sitio de las mazmorras. Esto es aquí a la izquierda, creo recordar. Y por aquí escondido, en esta especie de laberinto, están las mazmorras de Ratalle, que es donde está el pavo en cuestión. No, aquí no es. ¿Será aquí? O aquí. Aquí es. Vale. Aquí está el señor.
Well, finally, I've had quite a wait.
Why do you want to talk to me, of all people?
You brought me here. You should consider it an honor.
It's true to say I have a lot of questions.
Well, there you are, then. It did cross my mind, though, that it might be nice to get some assurances for my cooperation. After all, I'm the one the Margrave unjustly declared the scourge of the land and expelled from Moravia. They even pulled my beautiful castle down. It was the necessity of making a living that forced me to take some liberties.
Do you really want to question the authority of the Margrave?
I've always been loyal to the crown, but what can I do when the Margrave stole my fief?
That's not why we're here. I don't care about your conflict with the Margrave. It's your crimes against the king I'm worried about. The king you say you've always been so loyal to.
Very well, ask me anything you want. I won't be obstructive.
What I want to know most of all is who's behind it. Who were you making those forgeries for?
Do you think I couldn't have handled it all myself?
I'm not trying to insult you. It's just not a job one man could do alone.
All right, the way it began was I was short of coin, as usual. So I let those crimps in Sasau recruit me.
Recruit you into what?
I didn't inquire too much. In this business, you don't ask too many questions. But when they found out I wasn't just anybody, they put me in charge of the counterfeiting. A foreigner by the name of Eric gave me instructions. But for sure, he isn't the chief. And there's someone highly placed at the monastery who's mixed up in it too. But I don't know who.
How did you come to hear of all this business?
I met some old friends in Colleen a few months ago, and they said they were heading for Sasau, that armed men were being recruited, and they'll hire anyone.
Old friends? Who were they?
Just a couple of brigands. We used to ambush the Margrave's messengers in Moravia together.
Nice friends you keep.
I was in dispute with the Margrave. A man in my position finds himself mixed up with all sorts.
And then what?
Rapota and I had been living off stale crusts for a month, so I wasn't going to turn down the chance of work, honest or otherwise. We rode to Sasau and met with the recruiters. It didn't take long to realize I was a nobleman fallen on hard times, not some common peasant.
Can you get to the point?
Well, they introduced me to this Eric, and he told me what was needed. They set up the workshop, got the men, the supplies, everything.
Crimps? You're telling me this Eric is recruiting armed men in Sasau?
Well, it seems so. I was giving the recruiters some of the coins to do it. The fake ones, of course.
Where can I find the recruiting gang?
That's tricky. It was my friends who led me to them. We met with them in the woods next to Sasau. It's about who you know, as always.
You said you gave them money. Where was that?
They'd ride to the mine gallery to see me. I don't suppose you'd find them there now.
If you say so. This Eric, you reckon he's not the one in charge?
He puts on airs, but he's just a naive young pup. And he's always going on about his lord, though he never mentioned him by name.
Where can I find this Eric? You must have had some meeting place.
He used to come to the workshop unannounced. And after what's happened, I doubt he'll be showing his face there again.
This highly placed person at the monastery, what can you tell me about him?
I've no idea who he is, only that he's no small fry. After all, he handles the exchange of the forgeries in Passau.
I see. Is there anything else at all you can tell me about him?
No, he was supposed to supply me with materials too, but he backed out. Eric said he probably got cold feet.
That'll do me for the moment.
Will you put in a word for me with Sir Radzig? I'll swear allegiance to him if he'll have me. I'm sick of being a renegade.
I can try, but I can't promise you anything.
Vale, y ahora por último vamos a hablar con Kovila para acabar ya la puta misión, que es más larga que un día sin pan. Y ahora nos vemos. Vale, pues el tío Kovila está aquí, ¿no? Está en esta habitación, duerme al lado del comedor. Muy inteligente por su parte. Vamos a hablar con él y vamos a acabar la misión de una vez.
So what have you learned?
All sorts of things. There's some foreigner called Eric behind the counterfeiting ring, and someone highly placed at the monastery.
The monastery? Really?
That's what Yezhek claimed.
So it's worse than I thought. If this is true, we'll have to proceed with the utmost caution.
Why? Can't we just go to the monastery to investigate?
No. If the church is truly involved, I have no authority.
So what will you do?
I'll have to think about it. It won't be an easy nut to crack. I'll have to consult with Hanush. And what of this Eric? Who is he?
I don't know, but he's recruiting armed men in Sasau and forming an army.
Damn! So it looks like Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
It most certainly wasn't, sir. And what's more, Sir Yezhek is convinced this Eric is only a go-between, and there's someone bigger behind him.
You should return to Sasau and take a closer look at those recruiters. If they're going to attack, we must find out sooner than last time.
It might not be as straightforward as that. Sir Yezhek didn't know them and has no idea how to find them.
You'll have to manage somehow, my lad. Don't tell me there's an armed force amassing here and nobody knows anything. Go to Sasau and try to find them.
I'm not sure where to start, sir.
Then ask around the alehouses and inns, or at the Rathaus. Someone must have heard something. These things can't be entirely kept in the dark. Whatever you do, be careful, Henry. And best not mention my name. It would attract unwelcome attention. What we want is for the crimps to take you for just another village lad they can lure into their gang.
All right, sir. I'll try to blend in as best I can.
I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I know of no one else who could help as much as you can now.
Sir, there's one more thing. Sir Yezhek went with me without resistance, because I promised him he could come to an agreement with you.
My boy, my boy. You make promises in my name? That could turn out very badly for both of us. But, if it can prevent bloodshed, why the hell not? We may well come to some arrangement after all, but I can't say yet what will become of him. You'd better run along.
As you command, sir.
Bueno chicos, espero que os haya gustado, dale un like si es así, suscribíos si no lo habéis hecho todavía y nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. Adiós.